It is certainly a big accomplishment. 47 people applied for the position, and tonight's Newsmaker got that job. He's the new police chief of a Piedmont city built on tobacco and history.
He's also making a little history himself. He's the first African American to lead Reidsville's police department. He took his oath of office in late August after serving as police chief at Fayetteville State University. Before that, he worked for 3 other police departments in southeastern North Carolina: Hope Mills, Fairmont, and Kinston. And now he's working to be a stabilizing force in a department that's had 3 chiefs in 2 years. If someone were to ask you to describe small-town America, it would be tough not to overlook Reidsville, North Carolina. Population around 15,000. From the tree-lined Main Street to the Lucky Strike smokestack that towers over the American tobacco factory around which the local economy was built. Simple living and big thinking are ways of life. What is so appealing to you about this town?
Well, the vibrant downtown, the very nice and cordial, polite hometown people here.
Walking the streets and talking to people are things Police Chief Robert Hassell considers part of his job description.
I believe in being accessible to the public. I can't make positive change in Reidsville without their help.
Hassell knows change all too well, having grown up in the small eastern North Carolina community of Williamston.
After my mother and father, they separated and divorced, but we moved into low-income housing. And interesting transition.
Fast forward some 27 years, and he's taking his oath of office in Reidsville City Hall. What is the biggest crime issue in Reidsville right now, and how are you addressing that?
Motor vehicle, speeding issues, especially with the construction going with the highway, you know, just those kind of motor vehicle issues. But the biggest crime, I would say, is property crime. Break-ins, larcenies.
We're hoping we send a message that if you're a criminal that they're involved in thievery, don't come to Rockingham County.
Hassell was standing behind Rockingham County Sheriff Sam Page in September, announcing the breakup of a large theft ring.
And that came down to great teamwork with our department, the sheriff's department, and the officers in the field just doing their jobs.
But the chief wants to establish more crime prevention programs in the community to keep more stuff like this from being stolen. He's also looking at putting more police cars in traffic areas that need attention. Where does Reidsville stand in terms of police department personnel being representative of the people of the community? And have you had time to look into that?
Our department, the makeup is not a good reflection of our community. Really? It isn't. And I knew that coming in.
He says while 45% of the city's population is minority, only 15% of the police department is.
And we're looking at different ways, how can we improve that? And that starts with things as basic as getting out into the community in recruiting efforts, talking to the teenagers and the young.
Do the people of Reidsville trust the Reidsville Police Department? And if they do, how can you build on that?
You know, hopefully in the very near future, sometime hopefully next 30 to 60 days, I'll be asking the community just that.
But developing and maintaining that trust between the public and his department's 60 employees, 50 of whom are sworn officers, will be critical.
They want to know that we're going to bring in officers that are going to stay here.
And being fully in line with that small town charm, things like being visible, honest, approachable, and on time.
We'll be doing the ribbon cutting ceremony.
And I'll try to get by for that.
Those will be keys.
I'm not here promising I can fix everything, but I guarantee as their police chief, I will give everything its utmost level of attention, and I'll do my best to make things better.
The Reidsville Police Department has a $4.5 million operating budget, and the chief feels pretty good about equipment, including technology. In fact, all his patrol officers have body cameras, and every car is equipped with a mobile data terminal. He also teaches law enforcement courses and is currently working on his PhD in organizational management and leadership. His dissertation, interestingly enough, is titled "The Underrepresentation of Minorities and Females in Law Enforcement."